Hi everybody, I'm just back to share a few journals I'm currently working on and a couple I've finished. So I just thought I'd give you a quick run through and show you where I'm up to with, obviously it's start of autumn, so I'm very autumn inspired at the moment. So everything today is autumn or autumn themed at least. I'll start off with the two that are actually finished. This is the first one. This is my design team project for Artymaze using Autumn Splendour. They're all, well, three of them are all Traveller's Notebook size. Say three, it's three finished, but one's mine. I've got another in progress and two are finished. They're all Traveller's Notebook size and they measure 8 1/4 by 4 1/2, I think. They have 44 pages front to back. And the first one I've mainly using the Autumn Splendour kit from Artymaze. There's a couple of other little bits of Edith Holden papers in it, and I think there's a few pages from Calico collage, Simply Autumn in as well. The front I've used a lovely autumn coloured fabric. It's like a tapestry, but I love the colours in it. It's all very reds, browns, sort of very autumnal. Front of it I've used a picture from the kit of a lady carrying in a harvest. Just embellished it with a little bit of cheesecloth, some gold trim and a few leaves. It has a simple seam binding closure which I've just distressed up using, was it Spiced Marmalade, the Tim Holtz Distress Spray. Right, onto the inside. I've just put a little letter here from the bookmaker. These are you can download these from Jibidniri's website. They're a freebie on a site and they're lovely. They just tell you, in case you're gifting it to somebody, what a junk journal is for and how to use it. Or we all know it's basically use it how you want, but just for a lot of people don't seem to know what to do with them. So there's just a few little tips and that. I've done on the inside a little pocket with a little tag of a bunny. No journal's complete without a bunny. I've tried to do lots of trims and put golds in and stuff like that, because I always think gold and think it's quite autumnal. I've done the edges here with a little bit of ribbon. This is a page from the Autumn Splendour kit. And a little flip here. Be an idea to check them in frame, wouldn't it? Just put that under there. And I've just put a few quotes that I've found on Pinterest. I love this one. It says, "A distinct smell, a mixture of the dried leaves on the ground and the smoke from the chimneys and the sweet ripe apples." I think that sums autumn up quite well. Love this time of year, so working on these journals has been a pleasure. I just love this colour palette and I'm loving the cooler days we're having. Just done a little bit of stamping here and a little bit of gesso and the Edith Holden page with a little ode to autumn on. Journaling cards and a little ticket at the side which you can just simply tuck things in. I'll tuck that back in there so I don't lose it. Second thoughts, I'll leave it here. And these, I watched a video of, I think it's Climmies Creations, and she was using up them odd little pages we all get of Edith Holden, whether just words or pages we don't like, and I loved what she came up with. So I just thought, I'll have a go at that. It's just like a little fold out thing where I've put in some extra writing paper. She's got a few videos that just shows you how to use up those, if you're stuck on how to use up those extra Edith Holden pages. Of course now I've lost my paper clip. A little bit of a snippet. Page that I've got from some nature book. I'm just trying to use up I've got loads of books cut up here and I'm trying to use up a lot of my stash. Little fall journaling card and another little quote here from Emily Bronte. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. I'm a massive Emily Bronte fan, so that quote just had to go in. Done a little pocket here from one of the pages, and I've made a little tag which just says Autumn Glory. And I've put a few little quotes in about autumn throughout the journal. Autumn is the second spring when every leaf is a flower. These actually are the Calico collage Simply Autumn pages. I've had a few of them knocking about that I printed, so I've put everything in. A lot of this journal has been inspired by another crafter who made a beautiful autumn journal last year for a swap for Tina. You all know Tina and how beautiful her work is. But she'd done a swap with Janet Hicks and I absolutely loved her autumn journal, and she'd done loads of little snippet bits in altered paper clips and stuff. So I tried to include some similar ones in mine, but I just loved it. So if you haven't seen Tina's autumn journal, you must go and watch it. It's absolutely delightful. This is just an altered paper clip where you can shove things under. Here is just an envelope. I think I've left it for extra writing space. Yeah, thought I had. It just gives you a little bit of extra journaling space. And at this time of year, if you're anything like me, I sort of start jotting stuff down. I like going out for walks at this time of year, and I do a lot of photography in my spare time. So when I take pictures of like autumn and where I've walked, I'll record this in a book. Or some people just like to journal their everyday lives. Like I said before, your journals are whatever you make them. This is another little snippet here. Just a little bit of fabric, doily, just laid it all up. This was another page inspired by Tina. I love how she does her gessoing and her stamping and her decoupaging and napkins. So I thought I'll have an attempt. These are some mushroom napkins I had. I've just decoupaged them on, a little bit of stamping. These actually are, I think I've used a few Mrs Cog's pieces as well. I think that's called Autumn Days. Little extra bit of paper for journaling. Another altered paper clip, which I've just got, I won't pull everything out. It's got an envelope with a journaling card in of that lovely lady carrying her harvest in. A large tag which I've just put another little leaf on the bottom and a butterfly and a bit of a snippet I've made. These actually I think are from Artymaze sunflower kit. Does ring a bell, but I thought sunflowers go well with autumn, so they got included. Little tag, journaling card should I say. Another little bit of writing that I've left. There's plenty of writing space in this one, and pockets for you to do whatever you want with it. Little reason here why I like October, even though it's September. Here I've just done a little, these are eco dyed envelopes. They've just got a couple of journaling cards in. All fingers and thumbs this morning. Another little journaling card, feels like fall. And a couple of tuck spot here with another piece of a card from the kit. Here I've just made a belly band which I've just laid up with some cheesecloth, some bling, an autumn looking butterfly. And I love this little journaling card here which says, I can smell autumn dancing in the breeze. And autumn does have a distinct smell to it, hasn't it? This time of year just always reminds me of going back to school when I was at school, and I don't know, we'd be excited sort of on the countdown up to Christmas, and I know I'm one of these sad people who starts thinking about Christmas now, because it just sort of, this time of year you just start thinking about it and buying a few little extra bits in when you're shopping, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a lovely time of year, my favourite season. I'm loving it already. Here I've just put a little velvet pocket, just put a couple of leaves on, journaling card. Some more, plenty of space here for writing. And I left the back blank because I didn't want it to be too bulky. I have it sometimes of being very bulky. But that's the first one. This one I'm going to put in my Etsy shop after I've filmed. My second one that I've just done is already going to its new home. So this one won't be available in my Etsy shop. But this is, I'm calling this my Green Man Autumn Journal. I did put a few pictures up on Facebook, so you'll have seen the pictures, but I just thought before I pack it up today, I'll just share it with you all. This green man here is actually from a wall plaque on my garden. I've just put a filter on it to give it like a bit of a reddish feel, autumn looking feel. But this green man, my mum bought it for me, and it leaves quite a special memory, because I remember we went to Chester on a day out and I wanted it, and I was humming and hawing about paying for it, thinking, a bit expensive, like you do. I turned my back and my mum had bought it for me, and she gifted it me when I got home, so that has pride of place in my garden. So I just thought I'll incorporate this into a journal, and it just makes me smile when I see it. It just reminds me of a nice day out we had. Once again, another distressed, I can't think of this word today, seam binding, and the cover is done in that velvet. I did get a big piece of that before, and I've still got quite a lot left, and I love it. Just love the feel of velvet, and it's just such a lovely autumn colour. This one is a mixture of different kits in it. I've got Simply Autumn from Calico Collage, Autumn Splendour from Artymaze, and I think there's bits of Edith Holden and other little bits that I've found and used for my stash. Just done a little pocket inside where it's just got a couple of little tags, tickets, journaling cards. I've done plenty of ruffles on the side. I like ruffles on my journal. I just like texture, and I'm quite a tactile person, so I love things to touch and move around. This little quote here: listen, the wind is rising and the air is wild with leaves. We have had our summer evenings, now for October eves. How lovely is that? Here I've done a little tuck spot where I've just put some more journaling paper and a little pocket there, which says, to me being spiritual means whispering to trees, laughing with flowers, falling in love with sunsets, consulting the water, worshipping the stars, one hand to my heart, one hand to my earth. I think that's perfect. Edith Holden, October page. These I think are from the Artymaze Ferns and Mushrooms kit. Lovely little fox here and some mushrooms which I've made into a tuck spot. You can write a journal on the back of that. Like I said, this one has got a new home, so I'm sure the lady in question will be doing whatever she wants with it. Just put another little picture of my green man from my garden in as a journaling card. Here I've just made a little fold out pocket, which is a tuck spot as well. I won't keep reading all the quotes. I'm already up to nearly 15 minutes. Another journaling card with mushrooms on. Little page that I got out from a little mushroom book I picked up a while back. A little bit of stamping and ruffles. A little flip out thing with more journaling space. Pocket behind where I've put some tags in, and journaling cards. This is another one that I've watched from Climmies Creations. That was just a little stamp I used, but I love these little booklets that she made. But this one has got a little tuck in with autumn where you can put pictures, whatever in. It's got some extra journaling space in, and a little pocket at the front. I will link Climmies' channel below in the description box and the kits that I've used as well, just so you all know where they got them from. It's just got a little butterfly, and I've just put another little piece of paper for extra journaling on. But I like these, they're a great way of using up scraps as well. Lovely mushroom page, fallen leaves behind, little Halloween postcard. I never seem to make Halloween journals. I don't know, I can never sort of really get into the whole Halloween journal thing. I tend to focus more on autumn. Another page that's been inspired by Tina and her gessoing and decoupaging. Another little eco-dyed tracing paper. Writing space with a leaf. Just a little more stamping. This is Edith Holden, but I love this Edith Holden page, and I could not cut that up, so I just had to fold it over where you can tuck things in, but it was just too beautiful to cut. A little autumn quote here from the dictionary. It's the season between summer and winter, beginning astronomically at the autumnal equinox about September the 22nd and coming to the winter solstice at December the 23rd. It says it's a period of decline or decay. I never view it that way. I just think of everything's going to sleep till spring. This is another little trifold tag from the Artymaze sunflower, but you can also use it as a tuck spot behind. A little bit of washi, extra writing paper, a little flip up with a library card with a little fairy on it and a squirrel and mushroom stamp, more leaves, a little bunny with a mushroom journaling card, more ruffles, and love this velvet. I'm trying to use it as much as I can. A couple of little tags, extra writing space, stamping. And love this page with a lovely little fox on, and some script, music script on it. And I've just put a little belly band at the back, which is great for just tucking in these mushroom journaling cards. If a year was tucked inside of a clock, then autumn would be the magic hour. That's by Victoria Erickson. Well, that's my second one. Like I said, that one, actually by the time you see this video, it's already gone to its new home. Hope the lady in question likes it. Now I've just got a quick of what I'm actually working on. This one is actually my journal, and it wasn't going to be my journal, but I've made a little bit of a mistake on it. Lessons learned. But so I'll just give you a quick flick through. What I did was I marked the centre of my pages with a very, very fine felt tip pen, and for some reason it's bled through onto every page. So of course I can't go into my Etsy shop, but I needed an autumn journal, so I've kept it for myself. But I just want to give you a quick flick through really of what, and luckily really I had got a beautiful autumn journal from Denise last year in a swap, and I've just finished using it, so I did need one. So things sometimes happen for a reason. Like I said, I'll just give you a quick flick through. Just got tags and bits and pieces in. Left myself plenty of writing space, tucks, because I will be like doing a lot of journaling, because I've recently been out blackberry. Sunday I went out walking, collected pounds and pounds of blackberries. I've gathered all my herbs from my garden, my bay, my sage, apples from my trees. So I will journal some recipes in here to use up my bay leaves, because I've got a ton of it, and I've been so busy googling uses for bay leaves, but there's quite a few when you start looking. So I'm going to write down, oops, no, not in frame, Mama, some uses for it in here. But like I said, mental note, don't ever mark your papers with felt tip. Little tuck spots and snippets. I won't be adding much more in because I want this for writing in. I love this image of this lady. And I've chopped her head off, have I? Yeah, of course I have. That's a Mrs Cog's Autumn Days. But this lady's got on the front of my journal as well. Now, that's just a quick flick through of my journal, what I'm using this season. It's a faux leather cover, and I'll just make a closure for it. And the last one here, which I wouldn't even call it a journal, it's just something I'm working on. It's for an autumn journal that I'm working on, and I've just got my covers sorted at the moment, and I've discovered I like finger painting. Don't ask me why. It's a new, oh, I get that in frame. Sorry, I'm always up and down. So this is the cover. It's just a book that I've gutted. I've just put some different shades of the thing in. I've just been messing with my fingers, and I just really liked it. I sort of prefer it to using brushes for some reason. I think I can get, for some reason, I don't know, paint has always sort of frightened me a little. I'm not very good with it, but smothering a bit with my fingers, I'm fine. But I've just done a little spine where I've just done little bits of snippets on, and there we go. That's as far as that's gone. Right, I've kept you long enough now, and thanks for watching. I will put our link below of everything that I've used in it, and once again, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good day. Catch you soon. Bye.